I make a lot of shots a game or don't. I always have high, a lot of confidence in my shot and myself. So, it was good just to see him go in and make a couple and, just be able to finally kind of have a game like that. So it felt good.
Kevin.
Well, how do you guys feel like you are heading into Big Ten play? Obviously, you had the high-level game against Syracuse, but where do you guys feel like you are, and where do you want to improve?
Yeah, I mean, that game was super emotional. I know playing it was, an emotional roller coaster. I can imagine watching it was the same. So just coming off of that game, a big thing for us is just watching some film, looking at stuff we need to improve on and things we can continue to get better at, which I think is obviously, defense and continuing to guard and put a high emphasis on that. And, just share the ball offensively and take care of it, obviously is something that is big going into not just conference play, but just the rest of the season.
Jeff.
Hey, Miller, you've obviously been in the Big Ten. You know the league really well. Trace Jackson-Davis is now getting some Big Ten Player of the Year conversation, National Player of the Year conversation. Just give me your thoughts. Do you think he's playing at that level? And if so, what things impress you the most?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm his teammate, so I think he should win them all. That's where I stand on that. But at the same time, he's obviously playing really well and playing aggressive and getting to the foul line, making free throws and just doing a good job on the boards and protecting the rim as well. So I think a big thing that I've seen this year just from him is just, the ability to block shots and affect a lot of shots at the rim, which is big time and goes unnoticed a lot of the times.
Tyler.
Hey, Miller, I hope you're doing well. When did Xavier Johnson's competitiveness first become apparent to you?
I think when I got here on campus, I mean, I feel like just something like that, it's hard to, you can't hide. I know with myself is, when I get on the court or in anything I do at all, I'm competitive. So, I can see that, pretty quickly in most guys who are competitive. So, that just stood out to me pretty early.
Alex.
Hey, Miller, how are you doing?
Good.
Just curious, you've played against Nebraska plenty of times, obviously, from your time at Northwestern. It seems like the style that they want to run is to kind of spread the floor out. I mean, I guess how important is it for you guys to kind of stay in front of the ball tomorrow and embrace your individual matchups defensively? Because, watching what Hoiberg likes to do, spreading the floor, it seems like they're definitely going to try to exploit one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of their offense is just spacing. And, sometimes they're 5 out, sometimes they're 4 out, 1 in. And, they have, a good amount of quick guards who like to get downhill. So, it's definitely a big game just to, test everybody's defense and test our principles and all that stuff. So it's a good game for that. And then it's a great game for us to start out the, Big Ten season.
Mike Schumann.
Yeah. Hey, Miller, I know it's kind of cliche to talk about, benefiting from a loss, but do you see any of that over the last couple of days, in the locker room or from the coaches or anything where you guys are able to kind of refocus and pull things out of this loss that maybe you can improve on down the road?
I think any question, I mean, any game like that is, obviously it hurts and you want to win so bad, but, the other side of that coin is the fact that there's so many teaching points and so many learning points. And, I think we grew up as a team just in that game and in those overtimes and, just mentally, physically, and emotionally, we all grew together as a team. And it's something that you have so much film and so many, a good amount of experience to be able to learn from that. So I think, obviously it sucks to lose and, we want to win every game. We wanted to win that game so bad, but, the positive of that is, that, we are going to be a better team because of it.
Miller, talk real quick about what you see from this Nebraska team after playing them the last 3 years at Northwestern.
Yeah. So, obviously I think, I've seen the different coaching changes, since my freshman year, but, since Coach Hoiberg's been there, they've definitely been a team that wants to play up and down. I think they may have been the fastest team in the Big Ten last year. And I don't know where they stand this year, but I think that's how they want to play. And, just get up and down, switch a lot, be disruptive on the defensive end and fly around. On offense, they would definitely just want to spread the floor and, attack gaps and create long closeouts and layups and threes. And so, their teams are always play with great pace. So that's something we definitely got to, focus on is transition defense for sure.
A follow-up from Alex Bozich.
And Miller, I'm curious, you've played 186 minutes this season. You only turned it over 3 times. And obviously as a team right now, you guys aren't taking care of the ball as well as you'd like. What, I guess from an individual standpoint, what do you, when you enter a game and you're faced with making these tough decisions, what allows you, I guess, to be such a good decision maker and take care of the ball so well?
I just try to make the right play. Sometimes there are times where there's just like a risk reward, decision where is it smart to make that play, and the risk is high and the reward is low. Probably don't want to make that play, but I just try to make the right play and think the game, and kind of just big thing for me is not being, when I don't have the ball, it's not being paralyzed, by the ball and by just standing and watching the ball instead of, being able to read the defense while, I don't have the ball. And so kind of helps me with when the ball comes my way and it hits my hands, I've, have a good feel for, what's going on with the other guys in the court.
Tom Brew, follow-up.
Miller, Parker Stewart's played really well the last handful of games as well. When you guys are both shooting well in the same game, do you kind of feed off of each other a little bit? Yeah, definitely. In practice too, we always talk and we've gotten a lot closer this year. And he can really shoot the ball, and having a guy like that on the court and just in practice in the locker room, it makes me want to raise my level of play and shooting as well. So it's great. And when he makes a shot, I feel like I've made a shot too. So it's great to have him out there for sure.
Matthew Byrne.
Hey, Miller. Hope you're doing well. You talked in the past about being a very vocal guy on the court. I'm just curious if you said anything differently to the team heading into the overtime periods against Syracuse than you did in regulation.
No, I think the message just stayed the same, and it wasn't just me. It was, everybody, the staff, the coaches, players and everybody, it's just stay locked in, stay focused and win each possession. That was the goal. Get stops and score, get stops and get great shots. So the message never changes, because the recipe for winning is pretty simple in a game, that goes down the wire. But it just, it's pretty simple. Yeah.
Jim Coyle.
Hey, Miller, how are you?
Good.
Talk about coming from Northwestern, and you were one of the guys a lot of the time, a 3-year starter there. Coming here earlier, we talked about playing with Trey Jackson-Davis, an All-American. How has it been for you trying to find your role, what you need to do, what you can do to help the team?
Yeah, no, it's been an adjustment. Definitely I knew that coming to a team like Indiana with the roster they have, and a new coaching staff as well, there was going to be an adjustment period with, myself and where I fit and kind of what my role is and how I can help the team obviously win games. And, it's definitely been, something that I'm still figuring out, every single day, kind of where my spots are, where, you know, I need to be in certain plays and certain positions, and you know where I can really help, you know, free up space for guys like Trace on the block or whatever it may be. So, you know, it's still a learning process, and I'm not, you know, 100% there yet, but you know, I feel like every day I'm getting there and getting more and more comfortable.
Last question, follow up from Tyler Tackman.
Miller, when you go to the line to shoot free throws, do you have like kind of a mental routine you go through, or what kind of goes through your head when you step to the line?
Man, I don't really think of anything. I mean, I just have my routine and you know, my dribble and my just take a deep breath and you know, just shoot the ball. It's something simple. You know, I don't like to, you know, be at the free throw line forever. You know, it's just another shot. And so, you know, I don't really necessarily think of anything. I just try to focus on the rim and focus on the shot, and just see, you know, shoot it and hope it goes in.
All right, Miller, thank you very much. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.